All right, folks, we got ourselves a grid pattern today. It is called Commas by Chrissy Whitney. Looks like it might be a little bit of a challenge for me, so this is good. Challenges are always good, right? So start out with your grid. Can you see that? I got it tilted just right. Sun has gone completely away behind the clouds, so all I have is light from my lamps, and they glare. So in your grid, you're going to want to cut off, do a circle and kind of cut off the corners of 3 sides of your square like that. Make it rounded. All right. Step 2 is to take this one and curl it in like that. And I suppose you could curl it this way too, but here we go. Curl it in like that. All right. Step 3 is to go from the inside of here to here, about halfway between where this is and that, right there. All right. Step 4 is then to come in here and echo this line, going from here, kind of from where this point is, kind of follow that up and echo it right like that. And then 5 is to do it again all the way from the point. So this one is about halfway between, and this one's right at the point. So they become like that. This might be a challenge for me. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see. So there's variations. You can, inside here, do all sorts of different things inside your commas, right? So this one looks like they did this line and they did this line and left this big instead of doing this one here, step whatever number it is. Instead of doing step 4, they just left it and just went straight to step 5 and left this really big and then embellished in the middle of that. That's one way to do it. This one is doing it, turning the tile each time so that they end up all going in a swirly pattern, and then of course filling it in differently. This one is done every other one going one way, one going the other, right? And then flipped, one going one way, one going the other, so that they're not going in a swirl, but they're going this way, this way, this way, this way. So right side up, backwards, upside down and backwards, or whatever, right? Different ways. That's interesting, but that on an already challenging thing for me probably isn't going to happen. But I do like the way it's embellished. So, see what happens. See what I end up doing. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, I forgot to get a piece of paper. Piece of paper. Look at there. There it is. A grid. Start with pencil. Oops, I seem to have 2 pieces of paper. Don't need 2. Only need 1. Now, how big a grid do I need? Do I want to do... I think so. I think that'll be a good size. About like that, right? That'll be a good size. Okay, let's draw the grid. in pen, now that I've given it a good go in pencil here. Not sure if this would work in a wonky grid, but I'm not ready to try that in this particular case. Not yet. Okay, so let's make one of them go exactly the way it should. Do I want to? Turn them? No, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of them just the way they're supposed to go, because I'm not 100% convinced that I can do this. Okay, cut the corner, cut the corner, cut the corner. I'm just going to do that on all of them. Oh, shoot. I've already done it wrong. Well then. Okay. Oops. I got a little carried away there. Alrighty then. Ooh. I don't like that. Cut the corner. Cut the corner. Cut the corner. Cut the corner. Well, I guess I'm doing it in however this ends up being, because I already started wrong. Just cut the corners. Don't think about the circle part. When I thought about the circle part, I ended up with it completely like wrong. Just cut off the corners. Much better thought process when I just think about cutting off the corners. And this one, right? And this one's gonna go this way. And this way, and this way, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, that's how I ended up doing it. Now on this side, we're going to make a swirl. On the open side, we make a swirl. And then on this side, make a swirl. And a swirl. swirl. And I ended up with them upside down and right side up. Which is not what I had intended. I have an issue with this one. It doesn't match that one. It doesn't match this one. It matches that one. Oh, poop. I was supposed to go up here and not down there. Alrighty then. Okay. See what I mean? This one's taking too much thought process. Oops, this one's the same. I did that. Okay, some of them are going in a nice, even, orderly way, and some of them are just going the wrong direction. Just how it's going to be. Okay, from here to here. Right? From here to there. Here to there. Here to there. They're just gonna be what they are. I'm giving up on the whole make it the right direction thing. I'm just making some of them going whatever direction they end up going. All right. Now, it goes from midpoint to midpoint, and then from here to there. All right. Something like that. Well, they're not bad. I just didn't follow any sort of pattern that made any sense. But they're not bad. Just going in weird. I'm just sort of not following any sort of rule here. That's me. I just don't follow the rules. What the heck? Ooh. For those of you who love grids, this is probably a really good one. I am having some issues, but I'm not going to let it deter me from finishing. They're just going different directions, that's all. I've got a row of them kind of correct here, sort of. These two match these two, and these two match those two, so that row isn't so bad, right? I've got a nice ribbon that follows a pattern. And then I have a nice ribbon over here that kind of also follows a pattern, but this pattern and this pattern don't match. Oh, goodness sakes. Whatever. So now I'm going to embellish. I am having no rhyme or reason to these. They're just however I feel like doing them. Some zigzags, some dots, some lines. I may have to take myself a little break and stop drawing for a while. I am getting stiff. Ay, ay, ay. Something like that. Okay, I think I'm done. Just do a little bit of shading and be finished. Good enough. This was called commas. Tiny bit of shading. I'm just gonna, actually I need to erase my grid, my pencil grid, because it's some of it's where I don't want it to be. And I'm just gonna do the curve on the commas is all I'm gonna do in the way of shading. Get up against the line though. If your shading doesn't hit that line, it looks funny. Looks like a drop shadow instead of shading, and that's not what I want. So I gotta make sure I at least get up against the line, but I'm getting a little sloppy with my pencil here. I think I'm done drawing for a little while. Time to take a break, go have some lunch, go stretch, walk around a little bit. Been sitting here too long. I did 3 videos. Yeah, so it's what, an hour and a half or so. That's too long. I need to stop and take a break. Okay, so it's not a bad tangle, it's just I didn't pay attention to what I was doing, so you know, you might want to do one at a time, or if it's takes too much thought, then maybe it's not zen enough for you. I think that's my issue. But it wasn't hard, just didn't come out the way I had anticipated. It's not bad. I'm happy with it, but it's just, yeah, I think I need to give my posterior a break and go take a stretch. I might feel better then. All right, you guys have a blessed day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.